reminds me of a story that happened to me. And boys and girls, this is the story I want to share with you. Something that happened to me when I was about 9 or 10 years of age, living back on old Carpenter Bend Farm. The river was up that spring. It was still quite cold. The river was coming up, the creek was up. We were swimming the cattle out of the river bottom. Our parents were not with us. My brother and 2 of our cousins were with us, the 4 boys, a trio of boys, all roughly the same age. My brother's just 2 years younger than I, and the cousins were basically our age. And we were having a lot of fun that day because there was no danger. The river was coming, we knew it. We were moving the cattle to the hills. The cattle swam across a deep, narrow ravine. It was very deep, but it was not very wide. I don't remember just exactly how wide. It was wide enough that I couldn't jump it. But we had played along that ravine many days. And there were some tall trees that grew there that had grapevines in them. And in the months preceding this particular day, we had cut one of these grapevines and fixed it so that you could grab hold of it and swing across and jump on the other side of the ravine. We had done it many, many times, all of us. Well, the cattle swam across there, and instead of going way up to the head of the ravine and across, we decided we'd swing across on the grapevine. I was the oldest, so I was delegated to be first. Now, as I mentioned, I'd gone across there many, many times, but never had I swung across that ravine when there was about 20 feet deep of rushing, roaring, muddy river water. And I was a bit scared. And they said, you know, you've done it many times. Are you afraid? Are you a sissy? And so I backed way up and I made a long run. And just as I grabbed the grapevine, they said, you'll never make it. You better stop. You know the rest of the story. I don't swim a lick, but I got out. And I'll tell you, boys and girls, I learned right then, if you're going to swing across the ravine on a grapevine, don't hesitate when you take hold of the grapevine running just as fast as you can. It's disastrous.